Ladies and gentlemen, it is your high guy, your fly guy, the truth from the booth, B.I. Double, bringing you part 2, night 2, day 2, part 2 of the greatest tournament in the history of high class wrestling. 16 men, 12 former world champions, 2 tournaments, 2 winners. If you missed last night's show, you should go watch it. Showtime picking up the victory, winning the whole damn thing. And we move on to today to decide who will face Showtime. And I want to say who's going to face Showtime for a shot at the world title. But if Iceman makes his way all the way through, I'm not sure. So, let's get right down into it, shall we? We start things off with an old rivalry, a battle of 2 former ultra-violent champions who tore these arenas to pieces in Season 1. It's 1/3 of the triple threat. Fergal Flynn going one-on-one with the most decorated champion since the HCW reboot, Azrael. Also current ultraviolent champion. Two big dudes who are ready to do battle one more time to decide our first winner of Moto Kombat, which, just like the Super Junior World Cup and Ladies Night, shall be an annual event. I'm excited to add these new things and be the voice to tell you about all these new things as we move on and try to build this brand. And Fergal Flynn looks ready, and Azrael runs right at him with that patented drop toe hold. Up kick though, and Flynn just runs through him. Stretching out that arm, trying to take some of the strength away from Azrael, even though Flynn clearly has the strength advantage in this match. Azrael's going to have to use that striking and that slight speed advantage, but he gets caught and pulled in with that short arm clothesline and soccer style kick to the back. The big angry Irishman now pummeling the right side of Azrael's face. Able to pop up to his feet, snap off that dragon screw. As you can see, even from the ground, Fergal Flynn is dangerous. Gut punch into that overhead belly to belly. Goes for the cover, immediately pulls his head back up. That diabolical bastard goes for a kick, misses. Azrael there. Flynn reverses, big vertical suplex, hangs him up on that top rope. Azrael with the overhead kick. Big drop kick. You don't see it often, but as I said, he's going to need it. Shoves him down for the cover. Doesn't even get a 1, but forces Flynn to kick out. On his way up, getting the boots from Azrael and a snap DDT for good measure. Azrael now to the second rope. Diving axe handle puts Flynn on the mat. That's what he's going to want to do. Keep him grounded, stick and move. You don't want to be in the grasp of Fergal Flynn, one of the single strongest men in this company. Azrael throws him over the top. Now big vertical suplex brings him back in the ring. Again, quick cover as Azrael slides down. Flynn out at about 1.5, maybe 2. Azriel goes for the drop kick. Nobody home. Flynn getting a little ahead of himself, trying to run through him with another body avalanche, but gets caught with a drop toe hold. Azriel right back at it with those elbow drops. And again, waits for Flynn to get to his feet, continuing to stick and move here. Another diving axe handle off the second to the bald head of Fergal Flynn. Sets him up. Big soccer-style kick to the back into another cover. Very reminiscent of Tim Heel from night one. Multiple covers, forcing his opponent to waste all that energy. Now after the trio of elbows, looking to bust open Fergal Flynn, but that is a hard head, folks. Azriel working the neck, trying to keep the big man down, control the head, control the body. Goes low with the kick, looking for the drive-by boot right across the skull. Fans on their feet for Azriel here. Azriel looking to finish things off with a fall from grace. Has the big man up and plants him right on his head. Flynn looking like dead weight right now. Azriel shoots the half, hooks the leg. That could be it. And Flynn showing some of that resiliency. Very few people kick out of that move. Now they're looking to go back to the elbows. Flynn back to his feet first. Elbow right to the top of the cranium, into the headbutts. Looking to rip the other side of Azriel's head bald. An old school punch to the ding-ding. In bird culture, that is what we refer to as a dick move. Fergal Flynn looking to keep it up. Azriel, though, real smart. Snaps off the arm drag, looking for the neck breaker. Got absolutely all of it. Back down into the cover, and Flynn out at one. Goes for that kick again. Fergal back to his feet. Pulls him in with that drop toe hold. He put his whole body on him. Running kick to the back. Did not get all of it. Azriel able to get to his feet. Flynn reverses, puts him in the corner. Not where you want to be. Fergal running power slam, pillar to mat. Pulls him back up. Azriel able to fight back with the European uppercut. Looking for that neck breaker one more time. Got it. Azriel trying to stomp him while he's on the ground, but Fergal comes back up. Arm wringer takedown right on the right shoulder. The fans booing the holy hell out of Fergal Flynn right now. Big back elbow, ducks under, clothesline from Azriel. And a stomp right to the stash. Knee drop to the back of the neck, just face plants Fergal. And a stomp continues the assault of the cranium. Pulls him up, Fergal double leg takedown. Stomping away at the arm. Again, raining those right hands, trying to take the paint right off his face. Then, a little overzealous, pulled him up, and Azriel with that dragon screw yet again, working on the left knee. Continues it with the elbow drop right across that exposed knee. And one more time now, stomping the knee out. After the assault to the legs, kicks him down, steps off that bad knee with that drive-by boot. Azriel looking to make a statement here. Pulls Fergal up, but Fergal still has life left in him. Over the shoulder toss. Trying to rip that arm out of socket. Azriel fights back. Kicks him right in that bad knee again. Snaps off the low DDT. Looks like Fergal's been busted open. Knee to the spine, now setting it up. Fergal able to block. Azriel blocks the right hand. Rising knee drops Flynn. But the important thing here, Flynn was able to get out of the way of the fall from grace. Continuing this matchup. Azriel pulls him back down, trying to open up that wound with those elbows. This is a fight, folks, just as I thought it would be. Fergal using that leg string. There's Azriel up, he breaks the grip. European uppercut, staggers Flynn. Surprised he can see through the blood. Brainbuster into the cover. And Flynn kicks out at 1.5. He is not human, folks. Azriel looking to open up that wound again with the elbows. But Fergal gets back to his feet. Pulls him in. Big power bomb, jackknife style. Azriel kicks out and shades a Tim heel. Turns it into the submission. And Fergal Flynn with what I would call an upset. Blood pouring from the face, forcing Azriel to tap out to that modified crab. That huge overhead belly to belly to start the match. Flynn just toying with him. Will pull him off the mat immediately. Azriel with a great show of strength over the top rope into the ring with a vertical suplex. Hard soccer-style kicks to the back and gut from both competitors in this matchup. We thought it was over here. 290 pounds dropped on his own neck with a fall from grace. But Flynn would find a way to kick out and continue this match. Right there, powerbomb, no-go. Saw that it worked for Tim, turned it into that modified crab. And the former Ultraviolet champion beats the current Ultraviolet champion. And now stands tall, a bloody mess, moving on to the second round of Night 2 Moto Kombat. And Fergal looks ready. A little bit of blood isn't going to stop him. So we get set for our next matchup. You know, a lot of people saying Night 2 is probably more stacked than Night 1. And I'm kind of going to agree with them. As we get into an insanely old rivalry here with Steve Taylor and Bake. This rivalry goes back to 2011. They had the rivalry of the year. We've talked about this with Chip Stackworth. These two despise each other. And fun fact, the only reason Bake uses the Bake Crusher is to spite Steve Taylor's sudden death. He laughs every time he throws that cutter, just for the simple fact that he knows that Steve Taylor is in the back losing his mind. Steve, of course, has been on a roll as of late. The leader of the triple threat might just be the most impressive man in high-class wrestling right now. And to prove that, he has to go through his old rival. As Bake looks to pick up the victory. This is not going to be a fun night for Bake regardless, because if he's able to go through Steve Taylor, he has to go through his rival from season 1, Virgil Flynn, in the next round. And the Steel Phantom starting things off as he usually does with that running DDT. Looking to take advantage. Steve Taylor, though, fighting from the ground, pops up into that Fez press. Drops that axe handle right across the face. Looking to work the neck of the much larger opponent. Pulling Bake back to his feet. Back body drop takes Steve Taylor down. And Bake goes from the knee to the chest with those kicks and stomps. Pulls him back up, whips him off the ropes. Pop-up powerbomb from Bake early. To the second rope, could be looking for the Fat Boy Splash. Steve Taylor saw it coming, no water in the pool. Bake pops up low with the kick, and then that big forearm takes Steve down. Taylor able to use that leg strength and shove Bake away, stop the punishment. A kick to the chest will slow the big man down. Bake, though, able to fight from the ground with a gut punch of his own. But walks in a little overzealous, caught with a jawbreaker. Putting the big man up, never underestimate the strength. Canadian style neck breaker into the cover. And Steve Taylor pulling Bake up off that mat. Bake able to roll away, runs in, one more DDT. We talked about what would happen if Bake wins this match, having to go from one rival to the next. The real funny part is, what if Steve Taylor wins this match and has to wrestle a man he just brought into the triple threat? That's the funny part, as he fights back with an elbow to the gut into the Fez press yet again, raining right hands. Steve up top, could be looking for that elbow drop. Got absolutely all of it into the heart of Bake. Now a stomp to the lower back. Pulling big man up. Short arm shoulder tackle is going to put Steve Taylor down into the cover. Bake now with a huge right hand to the side of the face. Now going old school, digging those knuckles into the temples, trying to disorient Steve Taylor. Stomping away from the leg. Going for the other one, but Steve, very smart, kicks that surgically repaired left knee. Puts Bake up on the shoulders, able to run through. Elevates him with an impaler-style DDT, goes for the kick. Steve out of the way, clothesline to the back of the neck, takes Bake down. Steve rolls him away from those ropes, elevates, drops the forearm across the face. Continue the damage, but Bake pops to his feet and sweeps the leg like a Cobra Kai dojo graduate right into a Steel City lariat. Bake looking to finish it off. Setting him up for man, get out of here. Steve able to fight back and starches him with that forearm. Right back into that. Like I said, knuckles to the temple, I don't know. We need to come up with an easier name, because saying knuckles to the temple is a bit of a distraction. Showtime, the winner of night one, is in the building looking to see who his competition will be. Bake right back, grinding away at the temples. Pulls Steve back up, breaks the grip, European uppercut, staggers Bake. And sudden death literally out of nowhere. Back press, hooks the leg. And Bake able to roll that shoulder at 2.5. Steve looking to steal one here. Pulls the big man up. There's a clothesline. And a second. Bake runs in, wild ducks, power slam from Steve Taylor. Steve looking to make it a triple threat second round, but Bake answers with that wild haymaker. Rising knee from Taylor. These two fighting back strong. To the top rope, could be looking for the elbow again. Got it. Dead center across the chest. Looking to end it. Sudden death one more time. Pulls Bake away from those ropes. Steve Taylor looking to move on here. And Bake kicks out again, refusing to give in to his rival. Steve jaw-jacking Bake while he's on the mat. Just seemed to have pissed him off. Over the shoulder arm breaker, big right hand. Russian leg sweep combination there from Bake. Stomping away at the hands. Big knee drop to the spine. That's 270 pounds across your back. Steve with that arm wringer takedown though goes for the legs. Bake uses the leg strength. Something we know he has in spades. Now a good old-fashioned stomp to the face. Nothing fancy about it. Steel City Lariat turns him inside out. Blood pouring from the forehead of Bake at this point as he's caught with that dragon screw right to the bad knee. Bake kicks out with authority but is slow to make it to his feet. Steve will be looking for that elbow one more time. Bake out of the way this time. Nobody home. Big kick to the spine. Pulls Steve up. Able to fight out. Arm breaker of his own. That was the Steel City Lariat arm. Sends Bake into the corner. Fights back with the elbow. Big right hand turns him around. Looking for a man. Get out of here. Spins him out. Face first. Shoots the half, puts that big body on the shoulders. And Steve able to kick out. This one continues. Nasty kick to the back to no effect. Just seems to have pissed Steve off. He's going for the strikes and Bake with a haymaker. Left hand, fat guy super kick. Out of absolutely nowhere. There's that big modified gut wrench. Bake now looking to stomp that face one more time. And Salty Frieza wants the guy in purple. The leader of the triple threat, Steve Taylor. He answers back with an arm drag. Pulls the big man up to his feet. Looking for that sudden death. Bake says no, sir. Goes low with the knee. Tries to kick a hole through the chest of Steve Taylor. And a Steel City Lariat turns him ass over tea kettle. Bake wasted no time. Goes for a cutter of his own. Steve not having it. Belly to Baker suplex. Took a lot out of him as he's forced to fall into the cover. And I heard 3, but the ref said 2. Steve rolled that shoulder at the last possible second. Bake now continues to attack that lower back. Blood pouring from the forehead. You can see he's fatigued, but he's refusing to give in. Rising knee from Taylor. Pulling Bake back to his feet. Hooks him with that suplex. Big vertical suplex. Drops Bake. Pulls him back to his feet. Looking for a Jersey Turnpike here. Got all of it on the back of the neck and shoulders. Going Bake up, looking for sudden death. Bake answers with that back body drop. Stomping away, the big man going up top. Could be looking for the fat guy moonsault. Instead, caught with sudden death. Steve Taylor, sudden death out of thin air. Back press, hooks the leg. And Bake somehow survives. Steve Taylor is throwing a fit in the center of the ring. Thought he was going for the moonsault. Bake apparently going for that super fat boy splash. Sweeps the leg just to give himself time to recover. Going for that right hand. Answers back with the elbow. Running drop kick, plants Bake. Steve taking a breather in the corner. Turns Bake around. Goes right back to that surgically repaired left knee. Trying to take the vertical base away from the big man. Bake. Over the shoulder arm breaker. Trying to take sudden death away. Now looking for that spinning Baker bomb. Cover. Steve Taylor kicks out at 2. The fans are going bananas. The ref checking on Steve Taylor. He does not look good here. Bake says, I don't care. Right back to the top rope. Fat guy moonsault, 270 pounds across the chest. And Bake pulls one out, bloodied, battered, and broken. The fat guy moonsault is the equalizer in this match. Big Canadian style neck breaker from the beginning here. You saw multiple covers from both men. True professionals. That running DDT. Bake loves to start a match with it and used it when he got in trouble halfway through. That was indeed a war. The rivalry between these two will never die. We're 6 years in. Reversing the Jersey Turnpike into a DDT and one of 3 big Steel City Lariats. But right there, that super ugly fat guy moonsault would seal the deal, moving Bake on to the second round to face his other rival, Fergal Flynn, to see who continues in this tournament. Bake gonna have to get stitched up in the back by the same doctor who just stitched his second round opponent. If you thought that was a war, I can't wait for Bake versus Fergal Flynn, but we have 2 more matches to decide who's going into that second round. And up next, these last 2 matches are full of world champions, as was the match we've just seen. As Fergal Flynn will meet Bake in the second round, we see who moves on as Trustin Banks goes one-on-one with the half-dead legend himself, Damian Fuerte, who made a surprise return after missing 6 weeks of action, attacking the World Heavyweight Champion, and then would do it again last week. Iceman would be able to make short work of Fuerte, and he has been pissed off ever since. As we've said multiple times, Chip Stackworth is the only man who's been able to get a full interview out of Victor Black, and I've been the only man who can talk to Fuerte, and he is not happy. And he said he is looking to win Moto Kombat just to get that world title shot. Side note from Showtime. What is your side note, Showtime? You already won night 1. Why are you talking? Oh, yeah, he did. I saw that. He bought it with HCW money. And you're going to furnish it with that hybrid champion money, right? The rich boy Trustin Banks, the half-dead legend Damian Fuerte, one-on-one. And Banks going to look to go technical. quick cover. Again, not going to get the victory, but you're going to force your opponent to expend that energy. Pulls him in with that fast drop toe hold. Oh, kick to the spine. Working on that arm. You see that pain on Fuerte's chest. Marking the victims. European uppercut has him hooked. Brainbuster early from Fuerte. Stomping away at Trustin Banks. Of course, this being a single elimination style tournament, everything solo matches. There will be no Winchester in this match, and that could be a detriment for Trustin Banks. You see, snaps off that inverted suplex. Fuerte arm drag, gets back to his feet, right hand. Banks able to break the grip, right to the gut. Gets caught into the grasp of Fuerte. Low kick, corkscrew neck breaker. The Demon looking to continue his path of carnage. Pulls him up, drop kicked right between the shoulder blades. He'll be looking for that springboard shooting star. Beautifully executed. You know, he's not the man he was 5 years ago. He took that lucha stuff and left it in the past. But he still loves that springboard shooting star. Back elbow, trying to get things back on his side. Runs through with the neck breaker. Pulls Banks to his feet, able to break the grip. Staggers him with that pop-up uppercut. Onto the shoulders, drops him, now a knee to the spine. The second time of this matchup, looking to destroy the lower back of Fuerte. Banks, shades of the $1 Million Man with the fish drop. Continues to stomp away at Fuerte. Now rubbing that mask across the mat. Very disrespectful. Right before dropping the elbow to the spine. Fuerte not having it, up and down with that takedown. Outstretches the arm. Stomps, tries to pop that shoulder out of socket. Picks him up, goes for the kick. Banks able to get out of the way. Standing switch though. Fuerte right back to the knee, kicks him out. Shoots him into the corner. Big right hand. Staggers Banks out of the corner. Diving clothesline off the second. Fuerte looking to pull him up, and he sweeps the leg. Cobra Kai. Banks now taunting the crowd. Sitting in the corner, not the place to be. Fuerte puts the boots to him, but runs right through him with a back elbow. Oh, and Chip Stackworth is in the building. Missed our first 2 matches. He's late. Double clotheslines. Going for that full Nelson slam, but Fuerte very smart. Ducked under, off the ropes, into the neck breaker. Now working on the neck of Trustin Banks. You just missed a barn burner, Chip. The last match was incredible. Banks able to break that grip with the right hand. Steps away from Fuerte, goes low with the boot. Fuerte breaks the grip, goes low with the punch. Sidestep after sidestep, and a running knee to the gut drops Fuerte. Gonna hook him for the suplex. Fuerte blocks. Hangs him up on that top rope. Elevates up and down with that knee drop right across the forehead. Fuerte pulls him up, runs through with that drop kick one more time. Jawbreaker from Banks, looking to take things on his side now. Fuerte breaks the grip, right hand, has him up. Looking for demon horns early. Back press, hooks the leg, that could be it. And Fuerte's path of destruction continues. You see Banks was working on the lower back early in this matchup. And it might have worked as Fuerte did not go for the Demon's Talon. but he did hit a huge demon horns to pick up that victory. Banks needs to spend some of that money on a new trainer. As the half-dead legend moves on to round 2. Will he face Iceman or Wizard in the finals? Final matchup of round 2. Excuse me. I already know what Fuerte wants. This could end up being a second round full of rivalries regardless, as Fuerte's first run with this company was a huge rivalry with Wizard. And recently he's been taken after Iceman. But right now, we are at the rivalry of all rivalries. The original big rivalry with this company. The man who has done it all and won it all. And when I say that with Wizard, I mean it. Tag titles, world titles, Super Junior titles, TV titles, hardcore titles, it doesn't matter. Wizard has won every championship this company and its predecessor has ever had. Going one-on-one with the current world heavyweight champion. And if Iceman wins the tournament, I don't know what we'll do. I guess he might just have to get a night off at Cash-In. It's a good question. We didn't think about that. Or maybe he chooses his opponent. Who knows? Maybe we put him in a 30-man rumble to crown a new champion. We could do it all. Wizard Iceman 1648 starts now. Big snapping DDT. Now stretches out that arm. Drops the leg. You see on the pants there the the only two-time world champion since HCW has been televised. Wizard fights back with that jawbreaker. Iceman, though, right on him with the gut punch into the front face lock. Wizard fights out, Japanese leg sweep. Looking to take advantage of the champion here. Wizard now looking like he's going to work on that left arm. Soccer-style kick to the spine, the most dangerous striker in HCW history. So basically what you're telling me is that Iceman could tie this bad boy up with 148 apiece. Short arm shoulder tackle, plants Wizard center of the ring. Breaks that grip though, punches him dead in the gut. Runs through, over the shoulders, hangs on for the neck breaker. Iceman, of course, going to look to use that strength advantage as he does with that back body drop. Wizard will be looking for the strikes, more importantly, the kicks. Fights back with that elbow, gets to his feet, runs in. Iceman catches him looking for a T-bone. Wizard saw it coming, fights back, goes for the roundhouse, but Iceman did not see that second kick coming. Pulls Champ up to his feet, up on the shoulders. Detonation kick right to the temple. Now Wizard waits for Iceman to get back to his feet. Springboards in with the drop kick. That big boot to the chest, trying to drive the lungs completely out of the body of Iceman. Fights back with that gut punch and runs through him with the forearm. Wizard again, over the shoulders, hangs off the neck breaker. Iceman saw it coming, running back elbow. These two know each other better than anyone. Pulls Wizard to his feet, shoots him off the ropes, leaping clothesline. That right there is the Iceman specialty. Dropping those right hands on the freshly painted face of Wizard. Going for a cutter. Wizard says no, sir. Iceman back to his feet, though. Sends him over that top rope. And a big shoulder tackle plants Wizard all the way to the outside. Hans, Franz, and Michel of the German announce team getting out of the way. They don't know what could happen. Looping right hand. Nasty Saito suplex. Almost throws him through the steel steps. Elevates up with that elbow to the chin. Outstretching the arm one more time. Leaping leg drop across the arm. The referee continues his count. Iceman looking for a walker bomb on the outside. Gets all of it. Wizard planted. I thought Iceman was going to try to go for the easy way out with the count out. Instead, sends the legend back into the ring. Over the shoulder arm breaker. Iceman able to break that grip one more time. Catches the kick and an enziguri right to that arm. Wizard again over the shoulder. Hangs off of the neck breaker this time. Kick to the chest and a knee strike. Wizard looking to knock Iceman unconscious. Big forearm. Make it a double. Ducks the kick. Overhead Pele. Most dangerous feat in professional wrestling. 4, 5, 40, 360. Wizard kick. I don't know how numbers work. Iceman rushes in. Gets caught with a jawbreaker. Walker jab. Knife edge. Walker jab. Big forearm. These two just throwing hands now as Iceman pulls them up. Lance Revolution. Looking to end it all here. Trying to set up that icebreaker. Has him hooked. Plants him center. The Wizard fell to the side a little bit. Forces Iceman to pull him away from those ropes. Hooks the leg. The Wizard kicks out at 2. Fans going bananas here. Kicks out that left knee. Wizard back to his feet. Continues to kick the gut. Now pulls him in, looking for that big Wizard cyclone. These two trading finishers. Shoves Iceman down into the cover. I heard 3. The ref says 2. Wizard screaming at that poor referee in Japanese. The top rope. Thought he was going for the 450. Instead, flipping leg drop. Iceman sweeps the leg. Pulls him up. Jawbreaker from Wizard. Standing Kawada kicks. Going for a cutter. This time, Iceman able to shove him away. Nasty backbreaker from the champion. Pulls Wizard into the center of the ring, looking for a shining apprentice. Got all of it. Pulls Wizard back to his feet, not where he wants to be, as Lance Revolution is waiting for him. Iceman with some blood streaming from the forehead. Short arm shoulder tackle from Wizard. Into the cover. He knows he wasn't going to win, but forcing Iceman to waste more and more energy. Not looking for those elbows. Iceman fights through it. Stiff elbow shot, looping right hand. Big German suplex. After the suplex, looking for an icebreaker. Iceman pulls him up, plants him. That's gotta be it. Hook of the leg. And Wizard staying alive in this match. Wizard now using that leg strength, shoves Iceman back. Getting the crowd into it. Pulls the champion to his feet. Big Wizard kick. Wasting little time, going right into the Wizard Cyclone. Got absolutely all of it. Back press, deep hook of the leg. And Iceman able to roll that shoulder at 2.5. The rivalry that will never die continues. Springboard moonsault. Wizard busting out some old tricks here. Going for the legs. Now Iceman shoves him back into the cover. Looks like Wizard caught his neck on that bottom rope. Takes out at 2. Iceman saw the way his neck connected with the rope, looking to work on the crank. Wizard fights out with that gut punch. Puts him up on the shoulders. Detonation kick right to the temple. Again into the cover. Iceman staying alive. Nasty kick to the spine. Pulls Iceman up in a rising knee. Blood now pouring from the forehead of Iceman. Up and over with the vertical suplex. Mr. Walker is not done. Fans on their feet. Wizard up, rising knee, drops the champion. Again, shoves him down into the cover. Iceman able to kick out. Wizard goes back for those elbows of the trap. Has none of it. Starches him with the forearm into the Revolution. Now stomping away at the prone body of Wizard into the cover. And I heard 3. That's the second time I heard 3 in this match. The ref saying Wizard just barely got that shoulder up. Wizard fights back, up and over with the arm drag to the top rope. Could be looking at another 450. Wants Iceman to get back to his feet. Goes for that flipping senton into the cover. And Iceman able to kick out. Thought he was going Dragon Rana. Wizard kick drops the world champion. Iceman having to do anything he can. Fights back with the up kick. Wizard gut punch. Goes low with the kick. Looking for that cutter he taught to Masaki. Got all of it. Iceman is down. Wizard looking to end it all with a cyclone. Has him hooked. Iceman blocks. Snap suplex. Pulls Wizard back up. He's not done yet. European uppercut. Michinoku driver. Hooks the leg. Pressure on the shoulders. Iceman staying alive yet again. Snapmares him down. Figure fours that neck. Rains the elbows into the already busted open forehead. I'm surprised Iceman can see at this point. Wizard now goading Iceman on. Springboard dropkick, sidestep by the champion. Going for that grab, gets caught with a fireman's carry. Onto the shoulders, could be looking for that detonation kick one more time. Rocks Iceman. Going back up top. 450 with a turn into the cover. And Iceman kicks out at 2. Wizard, how much more does he possibly have left? Iceman still down. Wizard trying to set up a cyclone here. Has him hooked. Center of the ring. Pulls him away from those ropes down into the cover. Wizard looking to do it for his mentor. And Iceman somehow kicks out again. Wizard pulls him back down, looking for those elbows, trying to open the wound more. Iceman back to his feet. Has him hooked. Icebreaker. Away from the ropes, leg hooked. And Iceman finally picks up the victory, but he is a bloody mess that can barely stand. Match of the year candidate indeed, a perfect 10 match. So many finishers, I couldn't count them. The oldest rivalry in HCW history is now tied at 148 apiece. And I don't think it'll stop till they're both at 150, at least. Lance revolutions, wizard kicks, cyclones, and icebreakers. We even saw a 450 with a 180 twist. This is the Wizard of old. And the man with the most perfect 10 matches in HCW history adds another one. As Chip Stackworth has noted, Wizard now has 265 perfect 10 matches. Oh, 27? My bad. And the World Heavyweight Champion moves on to the second round. He's going to need a lot of stitches. To be fair, Bacon Flynn also needed a lot of stitches. So I guess we're on even footing. And Wizard, on a night dedicated to his mentor, gave every single drop he had. Same thing goes for Iceman, also trained by Moto, also looking to make a statement as the World Heavyweight Champion winning this tournament. So we get into another old rivalry. This one dominated Season 1. They traded titles. They were the last two men against all odds Rumble. Sorry, beating the odds Rumble. It's Fergal Flynn, one-on-one with Bake. You want to talk about a rivalry that never dies in Wizard and Iceman? I'm pretty sure this could end up being the new Wizard and Iceman. They had unanimously voted match of the year from Season 1. Looking to do the same thing. Yeah, a whole lot of throwbacks tonight, and I love it. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Fergal. Only triple threat member to make it through. Both Alex Davis and Steve Taylor got eliminated in the first round. Triple threat out here looking like the Clippers. It's Fergal, Flynn, and Bake one-on-one one more time. And again, Bake starts things off with that big running DDT. Stomping away at the arm, but he's stomping the wrong arm. You gotta stomp that right arm and take the Doombringer elbow out of commission. Bake looks to be working on that lower back. Taking off that top turnbuckles. That could end up biting him in the ass later. Flynn runs in big overhead belly to belly. These two bulls are going to absolutely destroy each other. And Fergal going right into the camel clutch. Looking to wear Bake down. Slides out the back door, picks both ankles. Flynn rolls out of the way, up to his feet. Spikes him right on the knee. Shut up. Flynn doing the same thing, attacking the left arm. You need to attack the right arm, the Steel City Lariat arm. And there's a taste of it with a short arm clothesline that drops Fergal. Big overhand forearm puts Flynn down on the mat. Rising knee from Flynn drops Bake in the center of the ring. Pulls him to his feet, but Bake fights out with that fat guy arm drag. Another big forearm across the spine. We know Bake likes to work on the lower back. Flynn runs in, another big suplex. Bake now to the second rope. Elevates up and down with the Fat Boy Splash. Flynn, though, fights out, short arm clothesline of his own. These two know each other so well. The training has been paying off. He still has a gut, but he's not as big as he used to be. Going for that right hand. Flynn with that loaded elbow pad to the gut. Runs through, stomps him off that knee one more time. Fergal now just sitting back, taking a look at what he's done. Bake goes low with the kick. Sends him into the corner. Must have forgot that he took the turnbuckle pad off the opposite side. Jawbreaker from Bake. Goes low with that knee. Couple of stomps right to the chest. Into the cover, hooks the leg. Flynn kicks out at one. And a kick right to the spine, drops him back down to the mat. Picks him up just to do it again. Bake continuing that assault on the lower back. There's that right hand to the jaw. So did I. Now jamming that left knee right into the mat. It's been all Bake so far, and a Steel City Lariat flattens Flynn. And we'll fight back with that over-the-shoulder arm breaker. Bake blocks the grip. Big right hand wobbles Flynn. Looking for a Baker bomb. Spins him out into the cover. Flynn kicking out at 2.5. Bake looking for a man, get out of here. Flynn saw it coming, blocks. Hits him with that forearm. Big right hand from Flynn now. Looking for the reverse DDT. Bake fights out. Up and down with that suplex. Hung his legs on the top rope. Something vicious. And right back to the lower back. Continuing that assault. Pulls Flynn up. Able to fight with a back body drop. Fergal jaw jacking a little bit. Bake fights with a back elbow, runs into a jawbreaker. These two continuing this matchup. Pulls him in. Big running power slam from Fergal. And a move we know very well from Bake, that modified gut wrench. Now just dropping those lefts right to the jaw of Bake. Pops back to his feet though. Over the shoulder arm breaker on the Doombringer arm. Bake sends him into the corner. Goes for the grapple. Flynn has none of it. Stuffs him with that forearm, but Bake stops him with a jawbreaker and runs through him with that cross body. Bake busting out some new tricks here tonight. Again, right to the lower back with those knee drops. Largest muscle in the body. Destroy that, you destroy the strength. But a European uppercut staggers Bake. Flynn runs in, gets caught with an arm drag. Bake looking for a neck breaker here. Got absolutely all of it. Pulls him back up, Steel City Lariat, sidestep by Flynn. Big elbow and forearm puts him in the corner. Now putting the big man up top, looking for some high impact offense. All the way up. Avalanche back suplex coming. Took a lot out of Flynn. You see him grabbing that lower back that Bake's been working on the whole match. Now into those headbutts. Looking to make it a triple. I don't know how these two men's stitches are held together after those headbutts. Both of these men were bleeding profusely after their first round matches. And Flynn with a huge double stomp to the gut. Follows it with a kick to the chest. Falls into the cover. Bake kicks out at 2. Bake rolls out of the way of the stomp. Gets back to his feet. Low with the gut. Front face lock has him. Lifts him. Sidewalk slam. Plants Flynn. Again, working on the lower back. Bake came in with a game plan. He's executing, but he misses the Steel City Lariat again. Flynn looking to do the same thing he did in his first round match. There's the powerbomb. Bake kicks out into that Boston Crab. And Bake taps out. Flynn forcing Bake to tap out to that crab yet again. He's completely disregarded the Doombringer elbow in both of his matches. And Fergal Flynn has made his way to the finals. That is an upset, folks. Flynn is on a warpath as he dodges the Steel City Lariat, jackknife powerbomb into that modified crab. And Fergal Flynn looking to win it for the triple threat. Bake just had nothing left after that grueling first round match. And Fergal moves on to the finals. But will he be taking on Iceman or Damian Fuerte? We find out next. As the World Heavyweight Champion takes on the man who's been stalking him for the last couple weeks. Fuerte, another man with a point to prove after Iceman made short work of him last week. Iceman let his anger take over and basically went Super Saiyan on Fuerte and demolished him in short order. Fuerte wants to prove that was a fluke. Iceman looking to prove that he is the greatest world champion in HCW history by not only being the first televised two-time champion, but by also winning Moto Kombat as champion. We find out who goes on to the finals next. Both men ready, the bell rings. We get things started in a lockup. Go behind into the takedown. Iceman holding on to the body lock here. Looking to exert some pressure. Work on those ribs. Picks him up and shoves Fuerte down. Goes low with that gut kick. Walks into a jawbreaker, though. Fuerte going for that roundhouse. Iceman out of the way. Right back. Arm wringer into the hammerlock. Iceman looking to prove he's not only a world champion, but a superior technical wrestler. There's no escape from these holds from Fuerte. Whips him off the ropes. Goes for that clothesline. Fuerte saw it coming. Iceman a step quicker, though. Pulls him in. Has that arm wringer. Fuerte fights back with that low kick. Pulls him into the backbreaker. T-bone suplex. One of Iceman's own moves used against him. A little early, but looking springboard shooting star. Absolutely beautiful. Walks in too quick. Iceman catches him with that fireman's carry. Off the ropes. There's a forearm. Make it a double. Iceman going up top. What's he thinking here? Waits for Fuerte to get to his feet. Catches his balance. Diving shoulder block. Takes Fuerte down. Iceman coming off a perfect 10 match against Wizard less than 20 minutes ago. Now has to take on the half-dead legend. Will Fuerte use that to his advantage? Rolls through with the senton. Iceman out of the way. And walks right into that big roundhouse kick. Stuffs him with a forearm. Follows it with a brainbuster. Into the cover, leg hook. Going for that knee. Iceman saw it coming, rolls out of the way. Nasty European uppercut, drops Fuerte. Iceman pulls him back to his feet, looking for that vertical suplex. Got it. Iceman gonna have to be careful here. Doesn't want to reopen that wound on the forehead. Snapmares Fuerte down. Now gonna look to work that neck crank. But Fuerte gets to his feet, almost immediately breaks the grip with a gut punch. Sends Iceman over that top rope. Looking to hang him up with this neck breaker. Drops him. Fuerte very slow, very methodical right now. Into the cover. Iceman out at 2, but there's that knee to the spine. Fuerte now just catching his breath, stalking Iceman. Looked like he was going to go for a springboard, but Iceman back to his feet. He thought better of it. Shoots him into that corner. Big forearm right to the spine. Iceman fighting from the ground. Breaks the grip, runs through with a neck breaker. Now Iceman into the cover. Fuerte able to kick out. Iceman knows what he's doing here, taking it slow. Drops that elbow right to the top of the head. Now pulls him in. Big move coming. Lance Revolution. Looking to pull Fuerte away from these ropes and make his way to the finals of Night 2. But let's not forget that the winner of Night 2 still has to face Showtime after this tournament concludes. Fuerte goes low. Looking for that Demon's Talon. Has him hooked. Plants him face first. Falls into that cover. Back press. Deep hook of the leg. Iceman able to roll that shoulder at 2. Fuerte looking to end it all here. Has him up on the shoulders for Demon Horns. Plants the world champion. Back press, hook the leg. Iceman able to kick out at 2. This match continues. Fuerte doing some damage. Might be looking for that shooting star one more time. so beautiful. We got to see it twice in one match. Now a stomp right to the forehead of the champion. Pulling Iceman up. Over the shoulder judo toss. Plants him down though. Looking for an icebreaker here. Has him hooked. Up. Icebreaker. Falls into the cover. Back press. Deep leg hook. And Fuerte able to roll that shoulder at 2. There's a clothesline. You know he likes to go for 3. There's the 3rd. Staggered into the corner. Not where you want to be. Stinger splash from the Iceman. Old school Iceman at its finest there. Fuerte pops back up though. Sends him into the corner. Big right hand blocked. Nasty forearm. Looking to pull him in for a revolution. Over the shoulders. Reverse DDT. Fuerte continuing to stalk his opponent. Iceman breaks the grip with the elbow. Goes in. Overhead belly to belly. Plants Fuerte. But pulls him back to his feet, looking for the revolution one more time. Got absolutely all of it. Iceman not going for the pin. Seems to be playing to the fans a little bit, violating Wizard rule. And as Fuerte tries to pull himself back up, he is caught. And planted with another icebreaker. Pulls Fuerte away from those ropes, hooks the leg. And Fuerte kicks out again, letting his hatred guide him as he rolls away from the kick. Forearm to the spine. There's the kick. Could be looking for Demon's Talons. It's a long setup and a short trip. Falls into that cover with the back press. And Damian Fuerte has pinned the World Heavyweight Champion. Beautiful brainbuster from earlier in the match. Iceman is out. We now know that the winner of this tournament will face Iceman for the World Heavyweight Championship this Friday at Cash-In. But who will that be? Fuerte staying resilient here. Able to kick out at 2 revolutions and 2 icebreakers. Iceman just did not have anything left after that beautiful match against Wizard. And there you see Demon's Talon, dead center of the ring on the Shield. We kick out of the first, but not the second. As Fuerte moves on to the finals of night 2 to face Fergal Flynn. And no rest for the wicked. That match is now. Fuerte celebrating his win, but will he be celebrating for much longer? As we now know that the winner of Fergal Flynn and Damian Fuerte will face Showtime to determine the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Champion and the winner of our first annual Moto Kombat tournament. The absolute best of the best 16 men. And after this match, we will be down to 2. And I gotta say, if Fergal wins this match and it becomes Fergal versus Showtime, the significance of that is incredible. Because out of the 16 men in this tournament, 12 of them are former world champions. Fergal Flynn and Showtime are not. So for the 2 of the 4 men to have never held the world title to go through all these former champions is one of the most significant things they will ever do in their entire careers. And if that does happen, and a non-champion wins Moto Kombat, they are skyrocketed to the top of this company in 2 nights. We now see who faces Showtime in the finals of Moto Kombat. Fuerte goes low with a kick into that corkscrew neckbreaker. Fuerte going to look to use that speed advantage as he drops both of those boots across the jaw of Fergal Flynn. Fergal, of course, much larger man, has the strength advantage. Fuerte also has experience on his side, but experience is not going to stop you from getting caught in that big modified gut wrench suplex. Dropping those right hands. Elbow breaks the grip. Off the ropes, goes for the calf kick, ducked out. In a big knife edge chop from Fergal Flynn. Sends him off the ropes. Catches him coming in, but no. Fuerte stuffs him and drops the elbow right to the arm. Goes for the knee, but Fergal able to slide out of the way. And just a running headbutt drops Fuerte. Leg strength too early, shoves Flynn back. Big leaping elbow drop to the gut. Kick to the chest is going to keep Flynn down. Now an elbow drop to the spine. Let's not forget Bake worked on that lower back their whole match. Now Fuerte seems to be doing the same. Sends him over that top rope. Looking for that hangman's neck breaker here. More weight dropped, not just on that neck, but right to the back again. Leg hooked. And Flynn, very aware of his surroundings, able to grab that bottom rope. Fuerte to the outside. We know what he's thinking. Springboard shooting star. We've seen it in every match he's had in this tournament. Goes low with that kick one more time. There's the jawbreaker. Fuerte looking for the Michinoku driver. But Flynn over the shoulder kicks out the knee. Pulls him in. Fallaway slam tosses Fuerte right into the turnbuckles. Fuerte, though, pops back to his feet. Puts the big man on the top rope. Flynn fights back with the boot. Decides not to fly. Walks in. Jawbreaker from Fuerte. Runs through with the neck breaker. Quick cover here from Fuerte as he hooks the leg. There's that knee to the spine he was looking for earlier. Drops the elbow. Continuing the work on the lower back. Fuerte looking to end it here with Demon's Talon. Plants Fergal. Floats into the cover. And Flynn kicks out at 2.5. But now he has to deal with a possible Demon's Horns. Spikes him away from the ropes. Into the cover. Back press. Hooks the leg. And Damian Fuerte makes short work of Fergal Flynn. And we now know It is Damian Fuerte versus Showtime. Son, it's time to put that phone down and get your ass out here. We are going to take a 10-minute intermission to give Fuerte a chance to breathe. But we will be right back with the finals of Moto Kombat. Fuerte celebrates his victory. Better catch that breath, because you have a fresh matchup coming in 9 minutes. And it's time to end this part. So for all the boys and girls in the back, everybody watching around the world and in this arena tonight, for Fergal Flynn and Damian Fuerte, I have been your high guy. Yes, indeed, your fly guy. The truth from the booth, B.I. Double, signing off. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the finals of Moto Kombat.